What did you guys think of that? That was my first collaboration with another Sony Alpha YouTuber, Sidney, and he was the one who actually orchestrated this helicopter ride. I was just fortunate enough to join him on this adventure, and it was a whole lot of fun. We really had a great teamwork going on. He was more focused on the video aspect of the A7R III while I was focused more on the photo aspect of the A7R III. And from the montage you just watched earlier, I probably didn't do any of his footage justice, so you guys need to go to his YouTube channel and watch his vlog. His montage is way more dope. But with me, let's hop into Lightroom really quickly and examine my photos more closely. All right, so here we are in Lightroom with the raw files of the A7R III, and yes, finally, Lightroom rolled out an update, so it now supports the raw files of this new camera. Thank goodness. They actually rolled it out last night, so I spent all of this morning to re-edit my photos because I didn't really like what I got out of Capture One Pro. And again, it's just because I'm not used to that interface. I'm much more accustomed to the Lightroom interface, so that's why I was able to work on these photos a lot more quicker. So I didn't do too much processing to this photo, just up the contrast a little bit, raised the exposure, and added a bit of saturation. So let me just go ahead and show you what the photo looks like straight out of the camera raw. Whoops, that's not it. All right, so here's the straight out of the camera raw. And let me go ahead and zoom into these buildings, and we can still see the words on them. Wells Fargo, ACOM, Union Bank right here, even the Hollywood sign in the back. We can also see the LA Times building right here, as well as the Old American Apparel Factory right here. So let me go ahead and pull up my last edit so we can see the photo a little bit better. We can see the details a little bit better. So we see the bridge right here, and I think that's moss, right? Is that moss? There's little green stuff right here all over the water. Maybe. Here's the injured billboard right here. Ooh, there's a McDonald's. And there's just so many details in this photo right here. And I shot this with the 70-200 G Master f2.8 with the A7R III. And let me go ahead and show you the power of 42 megapixels. Let's just say I don't want too much of the bottom landscape. I want to crop this in for a Facebook cover photo. So I would just go ahead and pull up my Facebook cover photo crop, 851 by 315. Go ahead and reposition the crop right here. Want to squeeze this in, get the edge closer to the buildings, and leave the Hollywood sign in. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, so I'll hit enter and bam. And let me just go ahead and zoom in right here, and there's still a lot of details retained in this photo, and that's the power of 42 megapixels. It just really allows us to crop into a photo without losing too much of the details. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the second photo, and I mainly want to show you guys this one because there's just so much depth going on in this photo. It's insane. I just love all the details of these buildings right here that just sort of like leads up to the bigger LA cityscape right here. And here's the thing about being on a helicopter is that we're really focused on shooting the most touristy things, like obviously these skyscrapers right here. But upon looking back at some of the on some of these photos, I realized I captured another part of LA, and this is Little Tokyo right here, and this is the area that I frequent a lot. I even managed to capture the parking lot that I would park at because they have the cheapest rates in LA. And if we come over right here, I think we can even make out that text right here. It says Japanese Village Plaza, so that's insane. And if we shimmy on over here, we're entering the arts district of LA. We can see the colorful buildings right here and a bit of the graffitis on the wall, and just wow. And if we just look behind the skyscrapers, we get to see another part of LA, all the small little buildings and the other skyscrapers in the distance. That is insane. I don't even know, I don't think we can really call these skyscrapers actually. Our buildings are not really that tall in LA, but these, oh my god. AT&T right here. Oh god, this is like landscape porn. This is awesome. I love it. And let me just go ahead and show you guys really quickly the Griffith Observatory, and it's just, again, just so much details. You can see like the leaves, the trees, the dirt. Is it all loaded up? Yeah, it's all loaded up. You get to see the people just like surrounding this entire building right here. And let me go ahead and move on to the next photo. And let me just show you guys the ridges right here of the Griffith Observatory. Is it showing? I can't tell. There we go. Look at that. The 7200 G Master and the A7R III managed to get that, man. We can see the patterns of these ridges. That is insane. All right, so here we are with a photo of the Dodger Stadium and the LA cityscape in the background. And this was actually taken with the A7R II. And this is just to show you guys that the A7R II is still a fantastic camera. It's 42 megapixels. And to be completely honest with you guys, I couldn't tell much of a difference between the two cameras in terms of image quality. Everything still looks sharp on the A7R II. In fact, I heavily cropped this photo. Let me just show you guys what the photo looked like before. So this is captured with the Zeiss 18mm Batis, and I just wanted to focus more on the Dodger Stadium and the LA cityscape. And it just looks great. It looks fantastic. Everything looks sharp. And it was a good thing that I had a wide on me because I was almost exclusively shooting with the A7R III and the 7200. And I had plans, we had plans to trade camera bodies in the middle of the flight. But because of how we were strapped in, our camera strap was just tangled with the seatbelt and the headset, so we weren't able to trade bodies in the end. So it was a good thing that I had my A7R II and the Zeiss Batis 18mm f2.8. That combination came in clutch, which allowed me to add some wide variety to my photo collection. No pun intended. And also having good glass definitely helps. As you guys know, the G Master and the Batis lenses are extremely high quality lenses, and I couldn't imagine shooting these photos with any other lenses. I can't imagine what they would even look like. And man, do these seats look damn good at the Dodger Stadium. Woo! So much details in this photo right here. And you can even see a Jackie Robinson a poster right here. That is insane. Wow. So I don't know about you guys, but honestly, I couldn't tell the image quality between these two cameras apart. They honestly look the same to me. If anything, it's the performance of the A7R III that really gives that camera the edge. I am really happy with the performance on the A7R III. It just kept up so well with me. I was shooting high-speed continuous, RAW plus JPEG, extra fine JPEG, 42 megapixel JPEG, and buffer was never an issue for me. Having quick playback is important as well because we were up in the helicopter, our time is very limited, our ride was only 45 minutes, and we definitely did not want to use any of those minutes waiting for our cameras to write in the photos. The A7R II definitely choked in that regard. I fired 3 to 5 shots consecutively on that camera, and I had to wait at least 10 to 15 seconds before I can even review any of the photos. But with the A7R III, I'm firing 3 to 5 shots, I can review those shots right away. So the optical steady shot and the in-body image stabilization on both the lens and the camera definitely did help out. While I was in a helicopter, I had to fight the wind a lot. The 7200 is a long lens, so even if a tip of the lens just gets outside the helicopter, the wind would push back really hard. So when I actually had to shoot some of the photos, stick the camera out, man, it was intense. I had to hold that lens down. We were going at least 60 to 70 miles an hour on that ride. And actually, this left arm is still sore from the helicopter ride. Yes, it's from the helicopter ride, not something else. And if you're interested in your own open door helicopter photography and videography ride, definitely do it through Anthelion. They're the company that flew us, and thank you to our pilot Seamus for putting up with our vlogging shenanigans. They are a great company who knows how to work with photographers and cinematographers to get the shots that they need when they're up in the air. So definitely let them know that Sidney and I sent you their way. And thanks for watching my video, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.